Hi guys, welcome back to White Eagle. I would like to say a very warm welcome. This will be the first product 9 months review of what we think of the Thermomix Tm6. To all subscribers, a big warm welcome back. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, so at least I can thank you and you will not miss out on any future contents that I will be putting up here. So at least you will get notifications of anything that we've put up new. So, what do I think of the Thermomix? Well, when my wife approached me about 9 months ago about the Thermomix, I was very skeptical about spending a lot of money on this item. It's a very expensive item, I would say, and I will be talking about what we think and is it actually worth the money. My wife has cooked numerously on this Thermomix and she loves it to pieces. I mean, literally, she loves it to pieces. There is nothing that she really can't do on this machine. It does, I would say, honestly, everything. I'm an ex-chef, 20 years experience, and even I'm impressed on actually what this machine can do. So let's have a little look. This machine will cook anything from scratch. Cakes, bread, jams, cook your fish for you, your vegetables for you, chop all your vegetables up, fruits up, make smoothies, ice cream, make soups for you, which my wife does on a regular basis. This machine has a proper cleaning function where you can actually clean everything on there for, that you need to do, which I will try and find it. Oh yeah, here we go. No, wrong one. There we go, cleaning functions. You have to bear with me, this is actually in Polish. My wife is Polish. I'm not. I could have put this into English, but I haven't yet. So yeah, it does literally everything for you. You use Cookie Do through your smartphone, which connects to the Wi-Fi. It will show everything itself on the screen here, where you can go through literally everything, all the menus that you want to do. This has thousands and thousands and thousands of menu ideas for, honestly, anything you can really think of, obviously to a degree. For a normal person at home, this is a wonderful thing and will do many things. So yeah, I'm very happy with this machine. It's very fun and enjoyable to cook on here. The ordering, it orders for you. If you was to take whatever's in your fridge, put it on your phone that this is what you've got, it will tell you exactly what it is. It will cook from those items or ingredients that you have inside your fridge. If you want to cook specifically stuff, it will order the stuff for you. Right, I'll just put it into English for you. This is got your scales on here, where it literally will measure everything that you need. It's very sensitive, the weighing scales. You can reset it to 0. So if I was to push down on it and then press 0, it would go to that point until I obviously take my hand off again. This will chop literally anything you want. Apples, beef, breadcrumbs, fruit, vegetables, herbs, spices, meat, poultry, chocolate, nuts, and many, many other things. You can make your dough or breads with this. It has a fantastic turbo function, a pre-cleaning function, blend, so you can blend stuff in there, boil eggs, has a kettle function in there, a warm-up function, thickening function, rice cooker, fermentation, slow cooker, sous vide. It has even a peeler in there, a grater, and a slicer. So you can imagine all the stuff that you can do with it. Obviously at the front here you've got your time, the temperature that the actual thing can be set to. So if I wanted it set at a specific temperature, I'd do that and it will set it for me. If I want to know how fast I want it, I would just turn it and it will go to the specific one. Or if I want a specific time, it will do the times for me. You know, oh, where are we? Get out. Okay, fine. This is a lot easier to do things, especially those that are at home, that maybe you've got kids and you don't really know what to do or what to make. This machine will literally do everything for you. I am actually very impressed with this machine. Is it worth the money? Right. I think personally, for the money that it costs you, now taking into consideration we paid this over a 4-month period to spread out the costs. I think the price itself is, for a kitchen equipment, very expensive, but it's a long-term investment that would be used for a lot of things. And you know, I think if someone really was to purchase this, they would really be very happy with it. It will literally do anything you want. This has a programmable touchscreen on it where you can save all your menus, you can add menus to it, you can create your own menus to it and add it to your server, your recipe lists. You can, you know, I mean, it's endless what you can physically do with it. Again, about the money wise, there are a couple of bad points I would say about it that we've noticed. Blending or making cake mixtures, we've found that sometimes the mixture is still right at the very bottom and the blade itself doesn't actually get right to the bottom to grab the ingredients there. So let's say if you put it on there for 6 seconds and you're supposed to mix something up, it won't actually get down the bottom there. You have to put it on there again. So you know, it's everything is trial and error. You know, when you put something on there, you just have to be careful what you're doing. If you're making a bread, you know, when you're mixing it up, make sure that the flour is literally combined into the dough of the right consistency that you need it for. This will prove it for you. But I don't recommend that because my wife's done it a couple of times and it's actually been spread over the top. So it's best just to put it in some other tray and prove it that way. So this is literally like having your own personal chef. It's the spatula that we have with it is actually very good. There's nothing wrong with the equipment that we have. Cooking is a part-time life with Thermomix. It can help you preparing nutritious and satisfying meals for you and the family, and it will be easier than ever before. However, a recipe is just a start. Cooking is about as much more than simply getting food onto a plate with Thermomix. In this Thermomix, you will also get the book which tells you from A to Z on what to cook with. And there is the book itself, and that is how thick it is. In the book itself, it will tell you everything that it can give you. Healthy food, creative food, saving time, easy, it's money saving, it's touchscreen, it's, you know, and a lot more. One thing, if you are making bread, don't make the same mistake my wife nearly did. This machine is not bolted to the floor or not bolted to the table. So what you get sometimes is a lot of vibration in this. So when you're making the bread, you can imagine bread dough moving around in a thin machine. It will do the old himmy shimmies, like moving around. So my wife nearly lost this whole machine on the floor once because she pulled it closer to the edge and tried to mix it. Hence, the machine literally vibrated almost onto the floor. You know, it's not that bad, don't get me wrong. You know, you just have to keep pushing it back sometimes or keep an eye on it. You know, I am glad that she bought this, or that we bought this. I think that she's used it, God, about 98% of the time, every week. She's on this constantly. I mean, she knows this machine inside out now. It's honestly a fantastic machine. We are now even looking at buying a second mixing bowl, because sometimes when she's making something, you have to chop something else afterwards, and you know, sometimes you have to empty the machine to clean it and then put it back on again and mix it again. So we don't want this. We want just an empty one, so you can just plonk it on and it will do everything for you. We opted to pay for a little bit extra to go with all the blades, which will do your grating and stuff like, which was a fantastic offer, so we really couldn't refuse that offer. So I would say that kitchen space is a bit of an issue with the machine, because you really need somewhere that is, you can't have it underneath something, because again, if you're cooking something and it's hot, if you've got cupboard above you, then obviously all the condensation is going to go up there. And you can't have a too small a ledge, because again, you know, you have the vibrations on there sometimes. And it does tell you in the machine as well to, you know, you've got to be really careful with the scales. That if you start bashing on the machine, the scales itself can get a bit funny, because you're, you know, everything about this machine is a great big scale. Even the feet underneath are weight, or you know, have everything is combined in a scale. So if you lift it up, you know, when you put pressure on it or slam it down or drop it on the floor, then obviously you can have a big issue with the scales itself. But yes, I'm very happy with this machine. And again, these turn red when you cook anything. I'm not going to go into detail of show you anything on how to cook something, maybe not yet, but in future ones maybe I will do, depending on how many people view this and like it, subscribe to it. Then yes, I probably will do, or I will even get my wife to do that. As it stands, we are very happy with the product. My wife probably knows about 80% of what this machine can really do. We haven't used the sous vide yet. We've done rice on this, and it's fantastic for rice. It's fantastic for making bread, fantastic for making cakes, fantastic for making jams. This will literally make anything you want to. Alcohol, you know, beer, anything you want. It literally can do everything. And I would, with confidence, recommend this to actually anybody. And as you can see by how many people have, you know, subscribed to me or views or whatever, that I don't get paid for saying all of this. It's just a visual. I don't get nothing for this afterwards. You know, this is not why I'm doing this. This is purely to let everybody know what this machine can do. what I think of this machine. Again, good points and bad points. It's a pain to clean. Sometimes it does has its own cleaning function. Yes, it does, and it will clean it. But you also have to, do it as well by hand. You can't just put water in there, blend, let it clean itself. It won't make it all sparkly clean. You have to empty whatever you've cooked inside there, take the blades out, which is quite easily to do, and put everything back together again. You can save all your products on there. You can put on there every single day what you want to do, for a calendar week, what you want to cook. I mean, honestly, it's endless of what you can actually do. I think they've actually really gone to town on this one, and I'm happy with the purchase. I think if from years to come now, if the next generation one would come out, would I think about getting the next one? I would probably look again first. I wouldn't be in a hurry to get rid of this one, let's put it that way. It literally does what it says on the tin. Excuse my expression or the quote. It literally will do anything you want from start to finish. Obviously, it will not cook a cake for you, but you can organize everything, you plan everything, cook everything, it creates everything. You can be inspired by a lot of stuff that is actually in this book. And, it's, what can I say? I'm happy with it. My wife has done a lot of stuff. She's made some stocks, ice creams, sorbets. She's made soups. We've done proper chicken dishes in here, steamed fish. We've literally gone to town on this one. So, anyway, that's enough of me blabbing on, I think. I, personally, if you are anyone like me, like I said, I'm a chef. I've been doing it for a long time. And I brought this for my wife purely because it's like me being at home. Especially with her, we have twins, so a lot, again, is time. Time management is the biggest thing for her, trying to organise things. And this will do literally everything for her. It has a lovely alarm on there, which can be a bit of a pain in the bum, because if you're upstairs or something and the alarm goes off, you've got to come back downstairs and turn it off. But yeah, honestly, I'm happy with this. She's happy with this. So we will see what you guys do. If you want to buy something like this, honestly, I think an investment purpose wise, for long term, then it's a good thing, especially if you have kids at home. It's something to consider, especially if I don't know, if you're working and you come back and you don't have time to, start chopping everything yourself by hand. This will do everything for you. It grates everything for you. You can set it all up from your phone, that when you come home, everything is ready to go. Just program in what it is you want. If you want some shopping, let's say you want to do a set recipe, this will literally order for you via Cock-a-Doodle, as I call it, Cock-a-Doodle. It will physically do everything for you. Let me get back to Cock-a-Doodle. You've got recipes, my week, obviously safety instructions, recipes, your bookmarks, created collection. Okay, on my recipes, I've got rice, we make butter, chicken stock, bread, hummus, strawberry jam. My wife has done a million stuff, cookies. What else has she done we haven't done before? Mainly soups, rolls. She's endless stuff. Punches. This will make lasagna. Sorry, not lasagna, pasta for you. Honestly, I would, if you have the money for it, yes, buy it. Honestly, buy it. You won't be unhappy, I can assure you. But again, your money, your decision. And I would say shop around for the decent prices. There are other prices out there. Amazon is not the only area. Go to the main website, ask them if there are any deals going on. That could be an option. Pay it, a certain amount each month is another option. My sister's just bought one about 2 weeks ago, and so far she's loving it. I've got another person that wants to come round tomorrow to actually have a look at this. One of my other friends, his wife wants to come and see what this is like, what the big fuss is about, so we're going to show them tomorrow. And yeah, anyway, take care guys, and if you like the video, please subscribe or thumbs up, would be much appreciated. I will personally send you a thank you. Any comments that you can think of, or anything that you actually want to see about this machine, I will be more than happy to show you. If you want to see any of the equipment that we have, I'm more than happy to show you. I can show you actually what came in the box. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much guys. I really do appreciate if anybody has watched this all the way from start to end. I know I blabber on, but this is what we do. Okay, thank you very much guys, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.